Hey there, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick short video. There's one series of videos that I had been doing that was quite popular, and I really wanted to keep doing more of it. And I just wanted to make this video to kind of explain why I haven't done the series in a while. And that's TEW 2013, the rebooting WWE. Of course, I had all these great plans, and I had all this stuff that I wanted to do. And I had, booking plans and hiring plan and just all these different things with like storylines and everything. And it was going to be great. I had a bit where I had written down, some names, because what I had was I had a save from December of last year. Now, since December of last year, there were a few performers that really got some major boosts based off of a lot of the matches and stuff that they were having. Like a lot of the female performers, a lot of the NXT guys, they were doing a lot better and improving, and I kind of wanted to help reflect that, further on down the line, so that I could use someone like Becky Lynch, who, if you saw the series, she was kind of very well known to tank my ratings if I used her in a women's role. So that was a big thing, and I was looking at, people that, I could boost their ratings for, because they've been doing a lot better between December of last year and when I had actually was playing it. So I was in the middle of that, and I ran into a bit of an issue. I upgraded my computer, which I did the WWE 2K15 deal and some other... just a couple other quick streams to showcase, and try to test out my computer's limitations and see what it could do, and it did well. I was just going to reinstall the operating server, Windows 7. Basically, I wasn't able to do that. I couldn't find the boot disk, wasn't able to find a way to boot it, so I didn't really have any choice but to try to just get a new operating system. Obviously, they don't sell Windows 7 anymore, so I just had to go, and I basically had to just buckle down and get Windows 8.1. So I got Windows 8.1 Pro, ended up putting that on there, and when it came time to try to... Basically, the mistake that I made was that I forgot to unlicense it, because that's the thing I always forget with the Grey Dog Software games, is you have to unlicense the game before you can put it back in. So I had forgotten to do that, and basically there was just, my license was kind of my e-license was in limbo, and I was doing all these emails back and forth with Grey Dog Software and the guy who does the support for it, and by the time I had figured out the e-licensing issue, what Windows does is when they install a new operating server, or an operating system, they'll take everything that was in your C drive, or at least in the Windows drive, and they'll put it in something called Windows.old. Now, the last time I had upgraded my computer, I just went from Windows 7 to Windows 7, so it wasn't really an issue. I was able to kind of move everything over. When I went to Windows 8.1, as I found out, that window, or that folder, that Windows.old folder, everything that was on your old, the partition on the old hard drive, gets deleted after 3 or 4 days. So by the time I had finally figured out all the e-licensing stuff, stupid me forgot to copy over the save file for the game. And so I do not have that save file anymore for my reboot series. Yeah, that was a little dumb on my part. So what I decided to do was I wanted to continue to do TEW 2013, and I know there were people who were interested in that. But hopefully I'm doing the audio first, and I'll do the video, and hopefully I put the video up for this. You'll see the straw poll, and you'll see the straw poll on the screen, and then if you go down to the description, I'll also make sure to put the link to the straw poll. I want to do a new series, and I'm basically asking the people who watch this what's something they want to see. And I gave a few options, a few things I'm very willing to do. I could just, do another rebooting of WWE, except this time, instead of December 2014, I'm doing September 2015. So I'm basically starting pretty much from present day, like right now. I could take like a September 2015 folder for those who want to see the, reboot of WWE still and see what I could do with WWE. I certainly don't mind doing that again. I mean, it gives me enough money and momentum, and it's kind of cool to see a lot of those different matchups that they have on a lot of top tier talent. Maybe that's why a lot of people wanted to do it, Another idea that I had, there was going to be like a secondary TEW deal that I wanted to do at one point when I was in the middle of the rebooting WWE one. It got to a point where I was like, rebooting WWE is kind of cool, but, it'd be kind of cool if I could work with this or try to do this. And that's what the second option is that I had this idea of rebooting Impact after it got basically booted off of Destination America. I kind of reworked it so that basically Impact was airing on Hulu Plus. So that was kind of what my idea was that they were basically kicked off of TV, and now they were going to try to completely rebrand themselves, reboot themselves January 2016, try to have a bigger internet presence this time as opposed to being on cable television. And I figured that would be kind of cool to do as well. I'd probably be changing a lot of how the product works for Impact Wrestling, because I had an idea of almost presenting it more in the style of like you would UFC. But the way I wanted to do it was almost like a hybrid style where you still have the wrestling. It's still a wrestling show, but it has a bit of a stronger feel. Like you're not going to have all these like wacky wild matches. It's going to be like more straightforward one-on-one like fights. So it would have kind of that MMA feel in the fact that you're not going to have 18 people fighting in like a tag team turmoil thing or anything like that, which I could still do. But I kind of wanted to build it more off of like, hey, we're going to have this star, we're going to fight this star, and we're going to see who's the better person. That's kind of what my idea was. Present it a bit more seriously, especially compared to how they've been doing it. My third option is something that I used to do before I ever streamed, something that I enjoyed doing. I don't know if I've ever done it with TEW 2013, but at least with 2010, I love doing it. And that is the 0000 promotion. For those who don't know what that is, it's a brand new promotion that you create with zero popularity, zero prestige, zero momentum, and most of all, zero money. So you're basically starting a brand new promotion. They've got absolutely nothing. It's almost as if you're starting your own local, like if you wanted to, if you made just enough money, if you saved up just enough money to get a license and a ring, that's basically what this is. The 000 promotion is basically, I'm going to start my own local promotion, and I've made just enough money to get the wrestling license cost and get a ring. So now I just got to find some cheap local talent and try to build up my promotion from there. And that's something I enjoyed doing as well, and trying to, build up guys and maybe even lesser guys that you have never really met before, and then eventually, if you can make some good money every once in a while, like they do in regular local promotions, bring in like kind of a cool, neat star. It's like, oh, hey, that's an indie guy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hey, they brought in like, I don't know who's all on a written contract in Ring of Honor anymore, but it's like, hey, they brought in Adam Cole or, someone like that. It's, the occasional like, hey, this is neat. Bringing in like a big star, but it's a lot of like local talent and like unknown talent, and that would be something that it would also be fun as well, trying to build a completely new promotion and then seeing what I could do with it. So those are the three options that for a series I'll do. Any three of them, I have ideas for all three of them. I don't really mind either way. What you decide on, I'll do it to the best of my abilities and entertain to the best of my abilities. And like I said, I got ideas for all of them, so it's not like a huge deal. But yeah, I just want to do something that you guys would want to see. And also I wanted to explain why I haven't had a TEW vid in a while. And that's why. It's not that I didn't want to, it's just I couldn't, and then I got to a point where I really couldn't, so now I'm having to do this. So your straw polls down there. Feel free to vote for whatever you want to see. Whatever is the highest one, that's the one I'll do. If I ever feel like really doing more TEW, like when I was doing Rebooting WWE, thought about doing a second one with Rebooting Impact, I might do a second one. Like if someone chooses Rebooting WWE or Rebooting Impact, I might do one, and then like every once in a while I'll do my like a 000 promotion anyway. But yeah, it all depends on what you guys want. Feel free to vote on whatever you want, and I'll do that. And I'm rambling constantly, so I'm going to end this now. So thanks.